Okay, so if you have clicked on this link, then you have gotten partial mastery on your Unit 2 assessment. And we are going to take a few minutes to go through the test and figure out where you went wrong. So I have the test up on the screen, and make sure you have come to me to get the map so you can follow along as we go through the exam, okay? Question number 1. Which country in Europe is a peninsula, a major producer of fish, and the top producer of wheat? Okay, so we're going to look in Europe. Country is a peninsula, so I know a peninsula is surrounded on 3 sides by water. And we're looking for fish and wheat on the key. Well, it's not on this map. So we're going to go to map 2. Oh, there's wheat and fish. Okay, I found, let's see, it could be Italy. I don't see fish. I see Denmark is one of my answer choices, and Denmark has fish and wheat on it. So the answer is Denmark. All right. Question 2. How does Hungary compare to France? Okay, so let's go to Hungary, which is close to Austria. There it is, Hungary and France. Well, I can already see from looking at map 2 that France is much bigger than Hungary. They both are producers of wheat. But France also produces a lot of grapes. And if we look at the other map and find them, Hungary produces a lot of poultry. Oh, France is a much bigger country for poultry production and car production. Okay, so let's look at Hungary is larger than France and produces more wheat. No. Hungary is landlocked like France. Okay, that's actually true. And produces less wheat. Yes, we said that was true. Hungary is smaller than France and produces no poultry. Nope, they said poultry. Hungary is smaller than France and produces less wheat. I think this is the answer. Hungary is smaller than France and produces less wheat. Okay. Question number 3. Which country has the most abundant and lots and diversified many types amounts of resources? The country that is most abundant and diversified in resources is Turkey. Okay, so let's look at Turkey. Turkey's in the Mediterranean. It's a really big country. It's right next to the Mediterranean Sea, and it's not showing me very many natural resources. So it can't be Turkey. I'm going to eliminate that before I even go further. Okay, France has wheat and grapes and people on the one side of the map, and chickens and cars and nuclear energy on the other side. So it could be France. Okay, the United Kingdom, it's got cars and oil. Nothing on the other map. So far France is looking good. And then Ireland. Ireland has fish on this map and chicken on the other. I think France is the correct answer. Okay, question number 4. Jim's uncle was traveling on vacation last summer. He sent a postcard from a country he called the grape-producing capital of Europe. Where was he visiting? So we're going to go right to the map that has the grapes on it, which is map number 2. And we're going to look at grapes, and we're going to look for the number 1 on the map next to grapes. That's how we're going to find that answer. And it's down here in the bottom on the Mediterranean Sea is Moldova. So the answer is Moldova. Okay, question number 5. Let's keep this moving. Laura and her family live on a U.S. naval base in Ukraine where her father is a radar technician. Her brother is also in the military and is stationed in an air base in Norway. When Laura flies to visit her brother next summer, which direction will she travel? So we're going to just find the 2 places. Her family lives in Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine is in Russia, or in the western part of the former Soviet Union, and Norway is in the north. So she's going to be traveling northwest. Never eat soggy waffles. Okay, moving right along. Which region of Europe produces the most olives? The most olives are produced in Western Europe. Again, let's go find olives on the key. Olives are on map number 1. And I'm going to kind of focus down at the bottom because we know olives come from Greece, Italy, and yep, there it is. Greece is the number 1 producer, and Italy is the number 2, and that part is Southern Europe, okay? Looking at regions just based on geographically where it's located, Southern Europe. Okay. Question number 7. How does Cyprus compare to Romania in regards of the theme, place, and location? What's it like when I get there, and what's the location like? So, Cyprus is northeast of Romania. Okay, let's find Cyprus. Cyprus is this tiny little island below Turkey. So, is it northeast? No, it's actually south of Romania. And is it landlocked? No, it's an island. So we have to go with the 4th answer. There we go. Which best describes Germany's theme of place? What's it like when you get there? Germany is located on the Mediterranean Sea. No, it is not. Germany has mountains and the citizens speak German. Well, the maps don't seem to tell me either one of those things about this, but Germany's main mode of transportation doesn't have to do with place. And smaller land mass, that doesn't sound like place. That sounds like location. So place is what are the people like and what is the place like? So it's got to be mountains and speaking German. Why are the longitude lines that run through North Carolina indicated a west longitude? Okay, so longitude, latitude, longitude, latitude. So longitude lines run from north to south along, counting from 0 is the prime meridian. So we are west of the prime meridian. Okay, number 10. What factors would explain why France has one of the highest population in densities? Well, let's look at our maps. France has a lot of resources. They produce cars, nuclear energy, grapes, wheat. Of course, they speak French. So I think it's going to be availability of resources. Okay. Number 11. Based on the prefix hemi and the root sphere, how would you define a hemisphere? So sphere means circle. Well, they all have the answer choices have the word circle in it. Well, hemi means half. So it's got to be a half circle. And I also know that the equator cuts the Earth in half. Okay, number 12. Ooh, text-based question. Desertification is the degradation or destruction of soil that was once used for agriculture. Soil can degrade as a result of overuse through poor farming practices and increases in grazing and animal population. Changes in climate can also affect soil quality. Desertification can reduce the soil to sand and rock. A famous example of desertification occurred in the United States in the 1930s when parts of the Great Plains came to be known as the Dust Bowl. Drought and overfarming made the land unusable, and millions of people were forced to leave their farms. Scientists and farmers have developed ways to prevent desertification. One message is crop rotation, the practice of growing different crops in the same place. In the same space. Farmland can also be protected from strong winds by planting tree fences to serve as barriers. Such wise use of these environments can help them be used effectively and safely. What are the causes of desertification? Innovative. What are the causes of desertification? Okay. What did the text say? It's not overwatering. Let's see if we can go back to the text and find it. Poor farming practices and increased grazing. There we go. Comes directly from the text. No secret there. Okay, same set of text. I'm not going to read it again. What is this reading an example of? Well, this is about people impacting the environment. So it's got to be human-environment interaction, or HEI. Okay, one more question with this set of text. Explain how the interaction between humans and the environment is corrected or improved upon. Provide evidence from the text. All right, so in that second to last paragraph, they said, right here, scientists and farmers develop ways to prevent it when it's crop rotation. Rotating crops. There we go. In 1967, Cancun was a small, swampy island on Mexico's Caribbean coast. It had white sand beaches, many birds, and mango trees, but few people. After it was selected as a resort site, it was quickly transformed. Today, Cancun has more than 100 hotels and 500,000 permanent residents. Many work in the tourist industry that serves millions of visitors who come from all over the world. The above reading is an example of which of the themes of geography. Okay. People change the environment. So it's going to be HEI. Okay, the same reading again. Why did Cancun quickly transform? It lost its jobs because of globalization. It became a popular tourist destination. It was selected as a resort site. There you go. It's where you go when you go on vacation. 17. What theme applies to this statement? Portugal is west and north of Morocco. What tells us about where something is? Its location. Which theme applies to the statement? Many people in England use public transportation to come to and from work. Many people in England use public transportation to come to and from work. Movement. Going to and from work. We're moving. Which theme applies to the statement? Libya is a country in the Maghreb region of North Africa, bordered on the Mediterranean Sea, north of Egypt, to the east of Sudan, and to the southeast of Chad and Niger, to the south. Well, this is definitely giving me location. Which theme applies to the statement? Libya's coastline is the longest of any African country bordering the Mediterranean. Coastline, Africa, region. The climate of Libya is mostly extremely dry and desert-like in nature. Well, climate has to do with place. 22. A significant environmental problem in Libya is water pollution. The combined impact of sewage, oil, byproducts, and industrial waste threatens the nation's coast and the Mediterranean Sea. Water and pollution has to be human environment in action. Okay. Boom. We're done. And look at that. We got a perfect score. All right, guys. That is your reloop. You are ready to move on to the Lorax if you still have time. Thanks for watching.